Greeting friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the GM Philosopher, and today we're going to talk about homebrewing some spells for NPCs and kind of a basic NPC homebrew spell system that I use quite a lot. Sometimes I'd like to customize my NPCs with like different types of magic and different types of spells, like not necessarily taking the ones out of the book, but creating ones that are sort of similar but in a common theme. And I'm going to show you how I do it in a very simple, streamlined way. And basically this is to demonstrate a way to make unique and interesting spells, kind of keep the players guessing, make it so that when the NPCs are casting spells, they're kind of like, oh, there's an air of mystery. Like, what are they doing that's kind of interesting and new? You know, rather than just being like cure wounds or magic missile, you can make it a little more creative and just more interesting. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do this real quick. And I'm going to switch over to ChatGPT, which is going to help me and make it a lot faster. All right, so I've switched over here to ChatGPT. I've actually was just working on a map and some descriptions for my game tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and type in my criteria for what I want to do with these spells. I'm going to show you how I arrange this. So I have written down what I want ChatGPT to create for me. Basically, I say I need to create some custom spells for a wizard who uses butterfly magic. She's going to basically be a 4th level D&D wizard, but all of her spells and magic are going to be homebrewed spells with butterfly themes. Different magical butterflies from the magical weave of the universe are summoned and create the magic for her. Okay, so she basically is calling these butterflies to her and they're creating magical effects. That's going to be kind of how she does her magic. I want a low-level basic butterfly cantrip that can be used for a number of different things. So I want a cantrip that does some damage in butterfly fashion, whatever that is. I don't know what's going to come up with. A first-level damage spell, a first-level shield other spell of some kind, and a second-level damage-dealing spell, and also a second-level investigation, gather, investigation type spell. Also, I want a second-level mint or flight spell of some kind that is butterfly themed. Will you create these for me and even give them butterfly themed names in a fantasy D&D 5e sort of vibe? So this is what I'm doing, and you know, I'm gonna see what ChatGPT gives me for this. I'm gonna press pause here while I generate this. All right, so as per usual, ChatGPT did not disappoint. Here are the cantrips and spells I got. So we have a Fluttering Utility cantrip. You summon a swarm of tiny spectral butterflies that can assist with various tasks. You can use these butterflies to perform one of the following actions. They can make light, they can clean or mend, carry something, or cause a distraction. So that's pretty cool. Then we have a butterfly sting cantrip. You conjure a spectral butterfly that flutters towards the target within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d6 plus your spellcasting modifier as piercing damage. The butterfly then disappears. At higher levels, the spell's damage increases by 1d6 when you reach 5th level, 11th, and 17th. That's really cool. Okay, so we have first level spells. Monarch's Strike. You summon a large radiant butterfly that darts toward a creature within range and explodes in a burst of energy. The target must make a dexterity saving throw on a failed save. The target takes 2d8 radiant damage and half as much damage on a successful save. Okay, that's cool. We have Butterfly Shield. One reaction, which you can take when a creature within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack. Description: you summon a swarm of shimmering butterflies to surround your ally, granting them a +2 bonus to AC until the start of your next turn. If the attack still hits, the butterflies absorb part of the damage, reduce the damage taken by 1d8. That's super cool. I like that. Okay, second level spells. Swarm of butterflies. You conjure a swarm of spectral butterflies that assault a target within range. The target must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 3d10 piercing damage and half as much on a successful save. That's super cool. It's kind of basic. I might add a little bit of like a swarm of dark, malevolent looking spectral butterflies is what I would say. But anyway, okay, Butterfly's Whisper. You release a butterfly that flutters around you, enhancing your senses. For the duration, you gain advantage on intelligence and wisdom checks. Investigation and perception. Additionally, you can ask the butterfly to investigate an area within 100 feet of you, giving you a mental image of what it finds. Okay, that's cool. And then we have Flight of the Lepidoptera, which this is actually super cool. It's a bonus action to cast. You summon a pair of large, colorful butterfly wings on your back, granting you a flying speed of 30 feet. The wings flutter silently and are semi-transparent. If the spell ends while you are in the air, you descend at a rate of 60 feet per round until you land. These spells should add a thematic twist. Oh, okay. Basically, very successful. And that's how I kind of like use ChatGPT to generate kind of cool, different NPC spells. The thing about NPC spells is they don't have to be like, you don't have to really, really, really think super, super, super deep about them, because you as a GM aren't going to use them in a broken fashion. If they are a little broken, if they're a little weak, maybe even better, because NPCs should probably be a little weaker than the PCs. But this gives this character, which is going to be cool wizard girl, who I actually made a video about her, and she's going to be part of a romance I'm planning for another character. I will somewhere around here put a link to that video if you want to watch it. But this is basically just an extension of creating her character, because I'm going to introduce her in the session tonight. So there you go. That's how I'm creating some spells for my NPCs, and I hope that you have enjoyed this. Listen, D&D is a fun game. It's the best game in the world, and I want to encourage you to get out there, create some awesome NPCs, find some awesome players, make an awesome world, and play some D&D this week or this weekend. It's fun. It's about collectively creating art together, and ChatGPT is a really cool resource to use. You don't have to rely on it. Like, I'm going to go in and make a few edits, stylistic edits mostly, but mechanically it did a pretty good job, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, hey, it saved me some time and created stuff that I really liked. So we're good to go. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. I'm here every day creating videos about the best game in the world, D&D. So see you on the next one.